I'm Zach, and I'm old enough to remember when $20 could get you an obscene amount of food at Taco Bell.
I'm Ben, and I'm having a little bit of a age crisis myself after playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remastered 3+4. The music though hits the same though, which is fun. But
Which is a very old person thing to say.
I know. Also, the remastered version of it is basically they just used AI to like bump the resolution and add new content. Songs are also insanely censored. Like words that don't need to be censored are censored.
Oh, good. It's the Walmart version.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it was worth the money, but I played it for 20 minutes. I had my fun. Did you ever play that game with this was a pretty big cultural thing in our age, I feel like too, where
Of
I mean
course.
that was like one of the biggest games in high school, I remember.
Yeah, I played the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater on N64 because that's how old I am.
And that's the version that was you only had 2 minutes to basically do as many challenges as you could.
I think so.
There's no free skate.
I can't recall,
Yeah, I think
but
that was the first one where it also came, dude, it came in a demo. It was like a demo game that came with like Dominoes or something at one point or a cereal box.
it's a good game.
Remember remember the PlayStation demo discs?
Yeah. I never had a PlayStation though, so they were never I would see them and I'd be like, "Oh, those look fun." Cuz Nintendo had cartridges, you'd never get shit like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Again, as a Nintendo kid, yeah, Spyro and Tomb Raider, all that looked pretty cool. Just out of reach.
yeah, I remember too, like even thinking as a kid that I thought N64 looked better than PlayStation, and that was always that was always a debate between the two consoles.
Well, yeah, I
It,
mean, I did play a good amount of GoldenEye and
yeah,
Banjo-Kazooie and Super Mario 64
yeah.
and Diddy Kong Racing, so, you know,
Well, yeah, that first year it felt like every single home, everyone I pretty much, well, not everybody, but a lot of people I knew, it seemed like everybody had that console.
the goddamn cool kids had that console.
Yeah. We had the fucking count. We had it when it came out. I remember like even as a 6 year old being shocked that my parents actually bought that for Christmas. Yeah. Nintendo has a good grip on the culture, unlike other consoles, I think.
Yeah, I
I mean, I don't know about nowadays. I don't know what the fuck all this. I see all this shit with the Switch, but I've never picked one up in my life.
I've played a Switch. It's fine. You can play the old games on it, and it'll play the N64 games with better graphics right in your hand,
Yeah,
which again, old enough. I was there when N64 originally came out, so to have it look better and the entire console is in your hand is like, this is crazy.
yeah. I mean, that's cool. I guess the thing with the Switch though is that at what point do video games just become like it's just like a mini tablet with an emulator on it?
Yes,
That's kind of what the Switch seemed like, where you have to go to the cloud to download games. There's no which whatever that makes obviously makes more sense, but still, there's no more defined lines with gaming consoles anymore. Everything is just a computer that where you go onto the internet and download the games, and you don't own it.
correct.
Yeah.
Except for that system that Soldier Boy was selling.
Wait, what was that?
It was a knockoff Chinese Game Boy that had like all the knockoff games in it. It was just funny because it was Soldier Boy and he was like out there hawking them like on fucking Hot Ones and shit. No, Hot Ones, Hot 100, Breakfast
Wait,
Club and shit.
when was this?
I don't know, 10 years ago. I'm
Oh,
old. Fuck. Make me own up to it so many times. God damn it.
well, because in one, I see one photo where it looks like it's a Game Boy Advanced, like handheld, and then it kind of looks like a Switch, I guess. There's like a handheld version, and there's the console. But okay, weird.
Yeah, he went on a full blown promo like press tour to try and sell those. It was I mean, I'm also old enough to have been there when Soldier Boy was originally doing his thing.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember? Okay, so this is another like '90s thing, but do you remember the what was it? The Zavix gaming console?
No. What? What?
It was on any Nickelodeon show. So like, if you ever watched like really old Nickelodeon reruns, like well, what's funny about this is that I remember watching these reruns 20 years ago that were old reruns of Nickelodeon shows like Double Dare and stuff, but they were always, it was like every participant gets a Zavix console. It's a advanced video game, whatever. I don't know when it was from. Maybe it's the late '90s, but
Well, if it's Double Dare, then it might be from the 80s.
I know it was '90s for sure because I remember seeing these things inside of Walmart, but it's a thing that I never saw anybody ever own. It's yeah, Zavix. It was almost like a Wii, like the early version of the Wii because it had sports games. There was like bowling that had an actual bowling ball controller and like a baseball with an actual bat.
Many
Yeah,
TVs would have been broken.
yeah, yeah. Huh. Yeah, the Zavix. Hold on, I gotta see when this was out. Okay, so this was in 2004. So this was only this was like only 2 years before the Wii. Interesting. Yeah, I just remember it was like I don't know, a long time ago watching like Nickelodeon reruns, and they were like selling these things or giving them away to the audience or whatever.
It's like, can it run Roller Coaster Tycoon? No. It
The
can run Lee Carvello's putting challenge.
actually, I'm gonna look this up quick. Oh, dude, it was totally the Wii.
That's
Wow.
probably why we never heard of it, because like Nintendo probably like bought the company.
Yeah, maybe that's exactly what happened. Radio Shack, Toys R Us, Best Buy.
Yeah, success story after success story there.
Crazy. Dreamcast. That one was a fun one.
Dreamcast. Like that, I'm pretty sure that was the first console that had like internet connectivity,
Yeah.
but like it was like 1999, so like you couldn't play against somebody else in real time or anything.
For some reason, the Dreamcast seems like a console Rob Alvey would be playing in like the mid 2000s still.
Yeah, I mean, that would yeah, that really checks out for some weird reason. Like he'd be like bragging about it like it was a flex. Like, oh no, like the games are like really good and the graphics are a little bit like just sharper.
Yeah. Well, I do remember the Dreamcast out of like the PlayStation, the N64. Dreamcast definitely did have the best graphics. Also had it also had that online player thing, but I think just like whatever. HD DVD versus Blu-ray. I think it just was like, hit it entered the market at the wrong time.
Yeah, it was ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was like 2 years too late to be successful compared to N64 and PlayStation, but then 2 years too late for I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it hit the wrong time because then it was like a year later then suddenly PlayStation 2 came out and then suddenly the whole console was obsolete.
And that was the last console that Sega ever made.
Yeah.
Because I had a Genesis before N64 came out, and I liked it, and I liked that a lot.
Yeah, the Genesis was cool. I remember playing that at my grandma's house.
Yeah, I remember fucking all the Sonic games and Echo the Dolphin. I'm trying to remember what there was like an Aladdin game I think I had.
Yep, I remember that.
Um yeah, I don't know. I remember my sister and I played it a lot and it was fun. Always had a good time.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking through this shit. Oh yeah, dude, the Dreamcast had the Dreamcast graphics were actually pretty good. That was the one thing I never liked about PlayStation. PlayStation graphics looked um like if you had a big TV, just like super pixelated and like lines and texture wasn't very defined. Everything was almost blurry.
Well, I mean, that shit was made for tube TVs, right? So like it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Holy shit, yeah. Some of these Dreamcast games are.
Those tube TVs were crazy.
Did you ever try to play like an NES on one of those old school um those like the boomer big screen TV where the screen was almost like cardboard because it was projection
Yeah.
and it had the really big back, like the entire thing was like 6 feet away from the wall because of how big the back piece was to it, or like the whole back section. And then the screen was like almost like a flimsy, kind of felt like cardboard, or it was like a plastic like sheet. And those TVs, you try to put an NES up to that thing, and one pixel was like, I don't know, it was like a 2 by 2 inch pixel per game. And you try to play Duck Hunt on it, and it's just you could point in any direction, the thing would hit.
You just have to be in the right like quadrant.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, welcome back to Your Favorite Coaster Sucks. We're an all roller coaster podcast, obviously, but we'll sometimes delve into the topic of nostalgic gaming?
Hmm.
Question mark.
I mean, gaming and coasters are fairly similar.
I mean, there's a lot of overlap, I'd say. I
Yeah,
had
I
an
mean,
Xbox once I got to high school, but that's kind of where I like stopped playing games so much.
yeah,
Although I would play No Limits a lot in high school.
yeah. No Limits and Roller Coaster Tycoon was probably the only game have played my entire life frequently.
Yeah. Um Same. Yeah, and I remember literally it's crazy. I remember playing the original No Limits 1.
Hmm.
Like I remember when 1.2 came out and you could build fucking wooden coasters and it was amazing.
Hmm.
And I also remember when it was just RCT 1 and the expansion packs and when RCT 2 came out and how crazy and awesome that was.
Yeah, the banked, sloped pieces.
That the
Was,
ride types and the like, to me the like licensed Six Flags thing was so cool.
yeah, it didn't feel Yeah, it was done actually pretty well because it didn't feel like cheap or like a money grab. It actually was pretty well done.
Yeah, agree. I was just obviously disappointed when that was new, as Great America was not in there.
Oh, sure, yeah. And as much as I tried to build Great America at that time, I did not have the skill level to do it.
No. Although, there is one definitive roller coaster tycoon version of Great America, and that was built by our buddy who, I think, just for all everybody's sake, we'll just keep his actual name uh not said here, but if you know the one, why don't we use a screen name? I think Whizzer. We'll just call him Mr. Whizzer, right?
Is his park online anywhere?
I'm sure it is.
Because I've always wanted to look for it.
He's also a member of our Discord, which I guess we don't have to get too in the weeds about it here, but our Discord may be changing platforms due to all the weirdness going on with Discord.
Yeah, and in some ways though, it seems like they're already backing out of it. So, like their plan to do the age verification thing, which yeah, I don't know. I don't know of any good alternatives. I'm kind of looking around.
Yeah, that's the thing is, first of all, if they don't go through with it, then I don't think we'll try to migrate anywhere, and we'll try to keep everything as it is.
Yeah.
Um, but we're researching what potential alternatives there are. But all the details of that will be on our Discord for now, and if it moves, we'll make sure there's it's plenty known and visible, and because the last thing that we want is for anybody to have to send a fucking ID to some company just to be a part of our little community,
I mean, you got to do it for porn, but you shouldn't have to do it for roller coasters.
right? No IDs for airtime.
Yeah, the ID thing. What's fucked up about it is like I get it. Like I get it from a liability standpoint, just how much fucked up shit people try to get away with on the internet. I understand it, but at the same time, there's like a fundamental thing in my core that just says that it's fucked up to do. But I don't know. I guess what's sketchy about it is like, yeah, send us a your yeah, take a picture of your ID and send an image of your ID, you know, to our system and we'll take care of it. Don't worry, we'll dispose it.
Yeah. Um. Well, I mean, to be fair, Facebook has done that for a long time.
Have they?
Yeah, dude. That's how my original Facebook account got cooked.
Wait, so they made you send a picture ID?
That's what they said. Because, like, I had put my DJ name as my name on there at the time. And
Okay.
then somebody reported it that it was a fake name. And they immediately lock your account and they go, oh, if you want to unlock it, you got to send us your ID. And then your name is only going to be the name that's on your ID. And I'm like, hell no.
Okay.
So my original Facebook account got cooked. So I had a backup one that now I use, and ironically also has a fake name. But
Yeah. For some reason I took my profile photo off my Facebook like 10 years ago. Um every once in a while though I'm surprised by how people still find me, like who add me as a friend. Although I guess you can go off of people you made or like, you know, related friends or whatever, but I
yeah,
only
right.
used it.
And yours has a tweaked name too.
Oh, yeah, middle name is last name. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like yours is less obvious, right? Like, and that's good. That's good. I'm so for that. Just like my picture, it's like you can't really see me that well.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, that's fine.
That is pretty hilarious thinking back how like our generation dumped our entire life onto that website. I mean, it was basically a for a lot of people it still is like a digital scrapbook.
That was the thing that I hated losing about my old account
Yeah.
was is all these pictures, because it was like all the pictures that I had and friends had of me. Well, the pictures my friends had of me are still there, but the pictures I had uploaded are not there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard one. There's a lot of shit like when you look back on it, it would be sad to lose. Like, did you ever you had a photo bucket, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like when I would do photo trip reports on like the Gap or whatever, I would literally go through Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, because that did work. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked. You could fudge it with PHP easy enough. For the amount of like PHP I learned, I'm surprised I never learned any more coding.
That's a good one to learn because it's pretty easy. Same with like MySpace HTML.
Yeah, like I was pretty proficient with PHP posting at a certain point, like with the Gap and stuff and TPR and Midwest Coaster Madness.
Hmm.
Not that it's worth anything to like, oh, look, I can, hyperlink something right in the text or the photos are right there.
Yeah. It's I was just looking at this. It's yeah, you literally drop the HTML code into like your bio.
Yeah, I remember that because I remember there would be websites on MySpace where it would be like, um, not on MySpace, but where they'd be like custom glitter graphics,
Yeah.
and it'd be the most Lisa Frank looking shit. But it's like, and then it would have like an HTML code underneath it, and be like, copy and paste this into your profile. Yeah,
I had one for
MySpace too. Remember, MySpace got cooked, and I had that music profile up there that had like old live clips of me and shit.
on the new MySpace page.
No, the old one.
Oh, okay.
That's all gone.
Yeah.
Because remember, all of MySpace got cooked at some point.
Yeah, which thinking back on it, it's crazy that that was never archived.
Seriously. And of course, I'm sitting here talking about my little fucking thing. There was like legit bands and artists who like their entire career was launched through there,
Yeah.
and that shit is gone.
If only that happened to if only that happened to Facebook.
Right?
I mean, if that happened to Facebook in 2026, that would actually be pretty funny.
It'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, geez. YouTube went down for like 2 minutes the other day, and the internet about lost its mind.
See, we need more of that. I love that shit. There was also a big one in I think it was like 2001 where Facebook where all meta platforms were down for 6 hours. But it was like a Monday morning. It was between like 8 and 2 p.m. or something. That was I remember that being a big kind of a big deal for people.
Yeah, right? I mean, like, an, uh, an EMP in the right place.
If we lose YouTube though, we're going to be losing all the POVs. Every single POV like
No,
which
we just all have to go back to theme park review.
That's like what's funny though is like how for a while like a roller coaster POV on YouTube is kind of like a almost like a taboo thing, and now there's just like so many of them.
Well,
Like
shit, Six Flags announced now that, like, they're just gonna allow glasses cameras. on rides.
I thought they already allowed that.
The blanket allowed across the whole chain, I guess.
Okay.
So like the Meta Ray Bans or whatever,
Yeah.
just all good. I
I
guess just
mean,
make sure you have a strap, but like, you know,
sure. Interesting. Do you remember our friend's old like spy glasses from 15 years ago?
yeah,
Those were cool. That was ahead of its time.
yeah,
Actually, I remember we did those in or he wore them when we went to Canada's Wonderland, probably like 10 years ago now, and he got a POV of everything. It works though. I guess like technically it's not the camera itself, it's just you holding something in your hand. That's really the issue.
yeah.
But
I think it's the loose article part of the whole equation. But yeah, I think like part of me does really want to get a pair of glasses like that.
yeah, you can make your own like remember that British show? I think it's called Peep Show.
No.
Oh, it was the guy that made Little Britain, I think. If you've seen Little Britain. Oh. Shit, there's some good British shows. Peep Show is like it was like an entirely POV show, like a sitcom, but every angle was like from the perspective of an actual person. Basically, they were basically like wearing the glasses. So if it was a conversation between two people, it would literally switch between whoever was talking, and then it would just be like the other person on the in front of them.
Is that so? Wait, that kind of sounds like. Do you remember that Comedy Central show in the early 2010s called? I think it was like Secret Girlfriend.
Um, Not really, but kind of. No.
The whole thing was first person, and like the audience was like a character. So like
Okay.
the characters would be addressing the camera directly, like, "Hey man, that's pretty fucked up," or what. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see. Yeah, I kind of remember this. Yeah, it was similar to this except every character in the show had a point of view angle. So whoever was talking, so like anytime there was dialogue, the dialogue was coming from the person's POV. So if there was two people talking, it would just switch back and forth between each of their POVs as they're talking.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
And it was I mean it was okay, like it's not super rewatchable, just because like it is kind of a gimmick, but I think what's good about that show is that it's all about like you pretty much never see somebody talking. You know what I mean? It's like when someone's talking, they're watching the other person's facial expressions. So like the whole show is about like the actor's ability to like how their face reacts to what they're hearing. It's kind of it's an interesting idea, but they had like 20 seasons of it.
Oh wow.
It kind of gets a little kind of get the gist after a while, but
It's
yeah,
like the
it was good.
longest show in British history.
No, British seasons are like 5 episodes.
Yeah, but usually they're like one and done, or
Yeah,
maybe two.
that's true.
Over there, it's summed up because over there they call a season a series.
Hmm.
They're like,
I've
holy
always wondered.
shit, series two.
I wonder. I wonder. Do they have multiple series in a year? Like, are all series? Do they start at the same time, or do they just have new shows that come out between January and February 15th?
Yeah, or they're just like producing stuff so frequently that like if they have to do like another season of a show, like Do they just assume everything's canceled? Like they write it out, they get the green light, okay, great. And then it's like, oh, it did really great. We got to do like more of that than like, oh, fuck, we struck the sets already. Like the actors are all working on other shit. Like,
Huh.
I
Yeah, I've
don't know,
never.
man. England's
That's
crazy.
yeah, but like all, but yeah, you're right. Like every good British show has maybe like 12 episodes.
That's it. And then they're always done.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because then they'll be like, people will reference it. Like, I like Faulty Towers, right? And that's a pretty classic, well known comedy because it's what's his name from Monty Python, and it's well known and well, like, yeah, critics all say like, oh, that's a a great sitcom and whatever, but like, yeah, I don't know, 15 episodes maybe,
Hmm.
which if there's people that are like way younger than us listening to, well, I mean, fuck, Lance listens to this. Uh, if you haven't heard of Faulty Towers, I would highly recommend it. There's only about 15 episodes or whatever. It's an easy binge.
Did you ever watch the IT Crowd?
No, but I've heard of it and I feel like I should, just because I've seen it on streamers so much. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, and it's got Noel or Noel Noel from Great Bit Great British Bake Off.
Oh, okay.
Also, like there only seems to be like six British actors ever in a generation, and they're just in every single show.
That's just because that's what we get in America.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't get like BBC fucking 38. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You log into that BBC app and you start scrolling. I bet you'll find every British actor you've ever heard of, plus more.
I do know that you need a TV license if you download the BBC app.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's like one of those like big like kind of like right wing talking points, like kind of like the British MAGA kind of crowd. So it has something to do with what is it? I don't know. Obviously, there's some tax, right, that's collected that goes to the BBC from whether it's through like TV sales or like antenna sales. I think like cable TV, when you like have a like TV subscription, there's a tax that goes to the BBC. Um, and so then now everybody has laptops and tablets and shit, and they're downloading the BBC app, and so they don't have a way to collect this tax. So you have to have a TV license in order to use to stream BBC as a way to like for BBC to get revenue.
I mean, it's a public service to, I'll go ahead and say, the world. If you ever watched BBC News, I mean, it's I prefer it to any American news outlet.
Yeah.
I know
What
I
was
don't want to get controversial here, but BBC and Al Jazeera are probably a lot better than any of the networks or news outlets based in America.
what's the one we got? OAN.
I mean, look, there's a lot of high quality journalism happening on One News or One America News and Fox News, Breitbart. There's quality journalism all over this country.
My favorite are the there's ones that come out of China where it's basically like a Chinese news station about American news. It's those are fun to watch. Like every time it's like 2 a.m. and I always would like stumble upon it scrolling through shit, and it's always a fun watch.
I've never seen that, but I'm gonna have to look for it now.
Especially if you're super high.
Oh, I will be. So yo, let's talk coasters.
Yeah, I know.
Some fucking purple ass track showed up at Great Adventure.
And this is the it's so is this shit confirmed a mock spinner?
Well, the label said mock,
Okay.
but I don't know if it confirmed like the model.
So okay, so I guess with all here's the thing with all the leaked stuff about the Phantom Spy or whatever, I have a feeling that's probably going to be actually what it is because it seems like there's just too much leaked for that to be not the case.
So
And it
wait,
seems
that
and
was
also, well,
go
also
ahead.
in our modern times, it seems like anything that is leaked ends up actually being the real thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
There's no way to keep like a park is not able to keep a secret anymore. If you see like a legit, if you see like start to see the blueprints and the like full recreation 2 years ahead of time, and the park's like, no, this isn't what it is. We can't confirm this, and it's probably real.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I remember fucking 20 years ago, you go on Screamscape and it would be the craziest, most unsubstantiated rumors.
Yeah,
It would be like, it would be like they're gonna build a fucking wooden 4D coaster at Magic Mountain,
yeah, and it's like because there were somebody spotted spray paint lines in the parking lot.
and a board of lumber,
Yep.
and they'd be like, semi confirmed question mark,
Yeah, now we got our theme park predictions.
which are just as wild.
I know. It's like part of me like kind of respects the hustle, but it's also I don't know. It's just every time I watch one of those videos, it's just I'm like, does this dude just make a new No Limits coaster every single day, and then just like it's just like a right like is the joke on like everybody else like is he actually the smart one who's like figured out a way to just like find a way to put out his No Limit creations in a creative
Fuck
way?
around on No Limits and sell T-shirts.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, exactly. Who wouldn't want to do that? Like, what enthusiast wouldn't want to do that as for a living?
But it also kind of feels like, like being the Alex Jones of roller coasters,
Oh yeah, for sure.
where
I
you
mean,
like just gotta like sit there and think about like, what can I do to top the shit I said yesterday?
that's
You know what I mean? Like, oh, is RMC gonna do a regular loop? Yes, it's going to Carowinds. Like,
yeah. It literally is Infowars. If only he had only if he had the Alex Jones accent, like that'd be a fun show idea. If there is a way to pull that off, that'd be pretty
folks,
fun.
we're seeing a full-on revival of the aerodynamics swinging suspended coaster, and it is coming to a very small park on the coast of Florida.
I think also too it was like theme park predictions, then it was keep riding coasters, and now it's
Yeah, that channel has to change their name a lot because they end up in hot water because they go on Twitter and say things that I don't agree with.
wait, really? There's controversy?
Yeah, yes, a lot of things that I really don't care for.
Okay.
He makes comments about people whose ethnic identity is dissimilar from his own.
Okay. I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
and the real coded dog whistly type.
Sure. Yeah.
Like every time there's like a here's the context, right? Every time there's a news article about a fight at a haunt event.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
says exactly what you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, you're a real piece of shit, aren't you?
He even kind of looks like Ozempic Alex Jones now. Like, and he's got the classic, the American flag
Yeah.
uh cross thing.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So every time there's like a news article about like a fight at a haunt or like, the like age restrictions at a park, he'll say exactly what you would expect.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
And then what happens is that like somebody will call him out and then he'll just step in it further.
Okay, sure.
You
Yeah.
know, he'll get to the whole like I he there was one time where he straight up got to the whole like, well, if people don't have fathers present in their life.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And you're like, holy fucking shit. It's like the Bill Burr bit about like wheel out the podium. So yeah.
Watching.
So next time there's a news article about like a fight breaking out at a theme park, go find that guy's Twitter.
Looks like
And then it'll happen and then he'll change his name.
I mean, it definitely looks like a real uh like a real trad life kind of vibe.
Yeah, I get like real like Hulk Hogan fan vibes. And I mean like 2025 Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And there's okay, I wanted this is the problem though of like just the YouTube world of there's a lot of channels like I've always been very obsessed with YouTube channels that have less than like 50 subscribers but have like a bunch of videos, mainly from like not so much in the coast world because like I feel like it's pretty easy to generate like decent content in theme parks if you're into theme parks. Like it could be the worst video about a theme park ever, but if it has off-ride footage and whatever, like I'll probably still watch it. But I remember oh no, we can't discuss that, never mind.
okay.
um I was gonna say, I do remember though there was this girl I went to high school with, and I'll make fun of her because she gave me shit about being gay probably back in like 2013.
Oh,
Um,
that's a good move. That's aged well.
yeah, so I checked into a gay bar once in 2013, and then she messaged me and she was like, "Why did you check in at a gay bar?" And then was like,
She
and
was
then
trying
oh,
to get it.
and then I was like, "Because I'm gay," and she's like, "Oh, good for you, I guess," or something. Um, but then like lately, she's been like trying to get into like the whole. Have you seen this jewelry shit? It's like you live stream on
It's
Facebook.
like QVC, right?
Yeah, and it's like you have like a table full of shit, and then you're just like holding shit up. You're like, okay, this number 13. Okay, like okay, I'll start for $20. Put it in the comments. It's like a bidding thing. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically the new drop shipping, right?
Yeah, yeah. And there's also like ring bombs. Have you seen this shit?
No, what?
It's a piece of jewelry that's in a bath bomb, and then you and then you start a live stream and you drop the bath bomb in like a bucket of water live on video. So the idea is that you buy the bath bomb and you bid on it before you know what's inside of it. So it's like, okay, guys, I have this yellow bath bomb. We'll start the bidding at $5, and then people in the comments will bid it up. And then once the bidding is done, it's like, okay, we're gonna do it, drop it in the water live on the stream, and then like the bath bomb fizzes and stuff, and then like, okay, let's see what we got. Okay, it's a black spider ring. You know, it's like basically remember those the coin operated things where you put the quarter in, you get the little plastic ball that you pop open.
Yeah,
It's basically like that.
this is making money.
I guess so. The problem is that it's a pyramid scheme. So there's like one person who makes a bunch of money and who has a huge audience and a bunch of subscribers, but then like thousands of other people try to do it, but they don't have any like follower base to actually make money off of it. So they have like two or three viewers at a time. It's probably like friends or family.
That seems kind of degrading.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie,
So I
trying to
watched so
be
this girl that gave me shit for being gay, I watched her do this for years. And I would always like sometimes I was the only person viewing her live stream. Um it's good popcorn entertainment when it's late at night. But yeah, that's like a big thing. And then her brother was trying to start a food review YouTube channel.
keep it classy.
Yep. And it's like, okay, guys, today we're reviewing nacho cheese Doritos. It's just like,
Oh my god, you got to start somewhere, I guess.
I know. And it's like filmed with a cell phone, vertical, no microphone, like sitting at a kitchen table where there's like a cat messing around in the background and there's a TV on in the background and they're just like, okay, like let's open it up. And then like, yeah, this is pretty good. I really like the nacho cheese flavor. Yeah, there's a nice flavor and there's a nice crisp, good crunch. And then they like, you know, you hold up the bag and you read the back of the bag for a second as you're eating one. And yeah, and then the next one was M&Ms. They reviewed M&Ms.
Really stretching the possibilities of what the format can be.
That's why this is yeah, nacho cheese. Like if you just search for this Doritos review and then you filter by views and you go to the very very bottom, like it is the best entertainment. I want to find there's got to be a search engine to like specifically pull like 10-year-old videos that have less than 100 views cuz
I mean,
it's great. I love it.
let's be honest here. If you're reviewing, that's snacks. That's not even food.
Right. Yeah.
That's like, you know, I still watch fucking Review Bra.
Oh yeah, that guy figured it out.
Oh, dude, that guy's great. I'm like, he is the hardest working lizard in all of YouTube. No, that dude is great though, and also like, R.I.P. that guy. I know he's not dead now.
Oh, is that a thing?
No, he's been professionally. He started professionally drinking energy drinks before he was of legal age, and now he eats fast food professionally. Like that's got a shelf life.
Sure. Although I think he only does like one video a week and he doesn't eat the whole thing. So that's at least something.
Well, also he lives in Florida,
Yeah.
so like, you know, context. Okay, that was a really horrible joke. Do I feel bad about making it a little bit? And it's a real damn shame our editing machine is broken.
That's okay.
Yeah, well, is what it is. Fuck. Talking coasters, talking YouTubers. I do want to say on a serious note, uh, because we didn't get to talk about it. We lost a real one, man. Adam the Woo.
Oh yeah, that's right. That happened recently.
Yeah, back in December, and that really hit. That hit me hard because I had the
Yeah, that
pleasure of meeting my man's on two separate occasions.
yeah, that one was hard because like I was like thinking about it. I was like, did I think I watched like most of his early videos? Like,
That's what I'm saying because
and
like I know,
everybody knew him. It seemed like yeah,
yeah, for the first like 4 or 5 years of YouTube's existence, you and I were both pretty into it,
yeah,
and like he was a early adapter too, and so like yeah, and when he started his daily vlogs, I had pretty much been watching those, not every single day, but I would say 3 to 5 a week. Like that was regular viewing for me for like 15 years or some shit.
yeah,
So I mean, we lost a real one, man. And then that,
yeah. That's sad.
yeah, it really is, because my dude was 51.
And
So I
now like
feel,
yeah, that's young, especially
yeah.
now. Like, I mean, we're close, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was part of what inspired me to decide, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take 2026 off from nicotine and alcohol and energy drinks,
yeah, it's a good idea.
because I
Especially
ain't getting
like
any younger.
yeah, probably riding X2.
Yeah, right. That's got a shelf life.
I actually wondered like how many if there's anybody who's ridden a roller coaster but it didn't have repercussions for it like until 10 years later.
Yeah. I wonder. That's the thing, is like all the G forces and shit. Like I know, like, is it like professional wrestling, right? You wrestle a match that's the equivalent of like a car crash worth of damage to your body.
Yeah.
So like on that scale, yeah, what on one to professional wrestling match, what where does riding a roller coaster rank?
I mean it varies. There's some worse than others. My number one would probably be Shell Razor. Definitely messed my neck up for sure. Like level, like car accident level mess up.
So Shellraiser is pretty much all the way at car accident then.
Yeah. That's why every time I go to a theme park these days, I got to do yoga, like hardcore yoga for a good week before I ride a roller coaster, just so I don't get that weird neck issue.
That's a good ass idea.
It works 100%. Like it totally works. Also,
That
just don't ride B&Ms and you're fine.
that's a good ass idea. See, that's where I feel like drinking alcohol actually can be advantageous when you're riding roller coasters, because it makes you a lot more limber and relaxed
Oh,
physically,
sure. Yeah.
so like I could feel like that actually there would be some benefit there.
Oh, yeah. Like riding, it's like riding Magnum way back in the day, super, super, super drunk. And just like, it's just like you're riding a mechanical bull. Just like one hand on the lap bar, pushing it up, other hand up in the air, and you just kind of like let it kick you around. Especially when you're drunk, it's a lot of fun. Wouldn't
Yeah.
do it today, but good memories.
Well, I think you have a point though. There's probably some physical repercussion for that.
Well, maybe that one. Yeah, actually, probably that one. I was gonna say, like, really, it's the like I'm trying to think like the worst ones, like Hades when it was running rough. That one's definitely like long term significant damage.
Okay.
Like,
Wait, now I'm thinking about it. There was that study about the guy that rode Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disney World and passed a kidney stone because of it.
was this a good thing?
I
Like,
think
was he
that's
trying?
open to interpretation.
Like, was he trying to pass it,
I think
or
so. I
how the
don't
hell do
think
you?
it was just for science.
Oh, crazy.
But yeah, that's and you know, it's honestly, I don't know how they settled on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Magic Kingdom, but yeah. So I think if the, I guess, vibrations of a roller coaster can like pulverize a kidney stone enough to pass, then yeah, you're probably right. There's some physical repercussion.
Okay. I mean, interesting. I wonder if that works with like blood clots, though, in like a good way. Like if you have a blood clot, if a positive,
I,
strong positive G's would like.
I don't think there's any positive way to make it a blood clot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the right combination of blood thinners and Raging Bull.
Oh yeah. Although that was oh no, that wasn't, or like the incident on Goliath. I think there was like a aneurysm or something on Goliath. The old, when it was running without the trims.
Oh yeah, that's right. With some of the high G forces, which is why they have the trims now. Yeah. So like, I don't know, dude. I think it's definitely likely because I don't know that there. But the thing is, you know, for it to actually be studied, there'd be to be like some really like some hyper specific guidelines.
Yeah, right.
Like you're talking about your neck. I think yeah, like the spinal cord and the neck is a good area to focus on. Like what does it do? Like, yeah,
God,
really, what does it do to your neck if you ride fucking Prowler 40 times a year for 10 years, you know?
sure, yeah. Some study of people who ride jet skis, um, with literal that it's like compression of like the neck, the discs in the neck. But also, when you're riding a jet ski, you could be riding a jet ski for like hours, hitting waves constantly, to do to do to do. But I imagine a roller coaster over time probably is the same way.
Yeah, dude. And then take into account that a lot of us enthusiasts don't really uh put that much thought into our own health.
Sure, yeah. That's why theme park yoga is critical. Dude, I'm telling you, it's life changing. Um, Not that I never really had like that many issues before, but um, I guess I don't ever get, I'm never sore when I get off of a roller coaster. It's more so just, it's really just B&Ms that like the rattliness will kind of like mess my neck up. But yeah, if I do the yoga, it tends to help a little bit.
I like that. We should develop a program.
Coaster yoga. I mean, like in China and Japan, they do like full on like stretches and stuff in the station. Have you ever seen those like those videos where they time the operations? And it's like a train comes in, everybody gets up, they clear the station, and then the ride attendants go to the gates. Before they open the gates, they make everyone do like stretches for 3 minutes, and then they open the gates and let you come in and sit down.
Yeah, dude, for real. I think we should come up with some ideas.
Cat cow is a good one. Learn to hold your downward dog for up to a minute.
We got to do easy ones. Like we got to start with like chair yoga type of shit. that people like enthusiasts can do on a bench at a park, you know?
Like a sit and be fit kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. We are talking about coaster enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Cuz like here's the real deal, right? How many of us eat the shit at the parks or like fast food?
Yeah, that's another one.
And admittedly, I am about to eat some Taco Bell tonight.
Oh,
But
nice.
I cook meals every other night.
Yeah, lately I fortunately like I don't really eat fast food, but I do still eat out. Like I really don't eat that great. Um but at least when we cook at home, like really the main thing is like don't eat processed shit, just like eat the actual thing. Like if you want potatoes, just eat the actual potatoes. If you want whatever, an dish, just eat actual eggs.
Yeah,
Eat
my only
actual
exception.
vegetables. Like cut a vegetable and eat the vegetable.
That's what I cook a lot of is vegetable dishes. Although I do use like meat substitutes.
Are they those are usually just like plant based though, right?
Yeah, they're typically like soy, pea protein, you know, like,
Yeah.
but they're processed all hell because that shit it turns into something that resembles, you know, ground beef or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, I tend to do vegetables,
Oh here, I'm gonna
fiber, also super important for everybody. Now, I
oh
was gonna ask you, and water,
oh yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
and I want to seriously, I'm talking to our coaster people and our friends here. Water and fiber, guys, and like yoga, and not even complex stuff, but seriously, y'all. Um, and now, right now, I'm speaking to everybody, but I'm especially speaking to people who I've known for a long time. We ain't getting any younger, y'all. So fucking let's all be mindful together, right? So we can keep on riding coasters together for a long time,
Keep riding coasters.
just like that. So
Well,
this
and I
thing you sent, are we supposed to be talking about this or?
let's not give details because you never know what kind of you never know where the crossovers are in the hobby. Um,
Yeah, right.
but just as like kind of the cliches of things we typically make fun of, like it's to a T, and just the amount of subscribers and just like the format of the video, it's the
I would
name.
like to just start off and say like very original
Yeah, yeah,
in
totally.
concept. I've never heard of anybody mixing roller coasters and alcohol. I I like, especially since I've made a conscious decision to not drink this whole year. I'm like,
Oh wait, sorry, sorry.
oh no, just like I keep remembering running into that highly intoxicated person at Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one stuck with me, and I think that's a good thank God we weren't. I mean, we weren't drinking at all that whole trip, but like it's a good. That was a good it was like a good like refresher. Like hey, like you could go in two different directions in your life, and don't go that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like that really was what kicked off me being like, I don't really know how much I like alcohol.
Hmm.
Because I was like thinking back of all the times I've drank, and I'm like, shit, have I ever been like that? And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm sure I have.
Well, also that dude was like 40. Like
But
maybe a
that's the
little.
thing is if you're above like 28, you're too old for that shit.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting like absolutely fucking smashed in your fucking like mid 30s, go to therapy. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
not
that
I'm
was
not trying to rag on people that enjoy some alcohol, right? There's plenty of people that enjoy it responsibly. Good on you, right? But I'm literally talking about the people that get like fucking blackout or close on even a semi regular basis. It's like figure your shit out.
well, I always think about like coming from Wisconsin where like that was pretty normal. Like that like unfortunately like Wisconsin lifestyle is very common like that. And it's weird lately as I've gotten older, like I reflect on it when I go back home. And there's like two camps of people. It's basically camps of people who are like, oh, like that's stupid, and I'll stop, and then the ones that don't. And yeah, it's just I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to look at, and I don't mean that in like just because I've got extended family that and close family that definitely has that problem, and it's always it's a really tough one to deal with. I don't know.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. It's like just like I don't know, man. Alcohol is very overrated as a substance.
In that video, I love the I was okay. So before I forget, to in that video, the one I sent you,
Yeah,
they're giving credit to the off ride and the POVs, but they're literally just filming. It's like a
a
camera on a
TV.
tripod. Yeah, yeah,
They didn't even bother to download the videos to throw them in the editor.
yeah. And there's a Noel. The Disney's. Oh, there's one that specifically where it's a holiday drink one.
Wait, what?
In one of the videos that they posted, there's one where they're just getting blasted in the kitchen.
Oh, fun. Yeah, well, I'm trying not to be the the judgy non-alcohol person because I have my things and they're not that doesn't make me any better. Just like straight edge people aren't better than any of us substance users. But I do think when it comes to health, all of us could be a little more health conscious.
So we're gonna be launching coaster yoga.
I think that's a good idea, and I think we should.
If Amy and Tammy from Thousand Pound Sisters can get into yoga,
Yeah, dude.
I've been binge watching that show.
Isn't it awesome?
It is well, it
I
is
wouldn't
good.
know. Actually, awesome's a little far. Sorry.
Well, no, I actually really like it up until about season 5. Then things start becoming more a little bit of a stretch. Like they really stretch out and dramatize the episodes at and the 5th season, but like I still enjoy it a lot.
I like that. Isn't that around the time when like Tammy really gets a hold on her of herself and Amy starts going nuts?
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch their whole dynamic flip. And honestly, it was good to see Tammy actually improve, at
Hmm.
least in terms of, the presentation.
I also saw there was one called like Thousand Pound Roommates. They definitely spun off a bunch of those shows. Um,
Yeah, I watched like Thousand Pound Friends, couple episodes, and it was not interesting. Thousand Pound Sisters is only interesting because that like family it's like a family of rednecks that's completely wanting to be exploited by reality TV.
mhm.
So they're so willing and into it that I'm like, I don't really feel bad that they are doing this to themselves.
Well, they're also actually interesting people. Like what actually, which I think kind of helps. Like, cause like they actually seem like they can be fun and entertaining, and like they're like an actual like fun family.
In a rural Kentucky way, sure.
Well, yeah, but sure, like, but that's what I mean. Like, even it's like the idea is like even in a small town in Kentucky, like you know, there's like personality behind the weight loss, and then it was like other people saw that show and were like, oh, now is our time. Like the 1,000 pound friend one or 1,000 pound roommate one, whatever. There's like 5 spinoffs.
Yeah, and I bet they all suck.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the only connection with them is the fucking doctor, which nobody's watching for that guy who's only in one episode a season anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not like they're friends of Amy and Tammy. They're just also patients of the same doctor because TLC's like, here's the doctor.
Also, too, like, it's crazy that that whole family got bariatric surgery. Um, which like goes into the whole like our fucked up food and pharmaceutical like economy in our country.
Yeah, well, the pharmaceutical thing is crazy. Like, it's still crazy to me that there's like advertisements and they're like, ask your doctor about Fucatrol. And it's like, I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not a chemist. Like, why would I be asking my doctor about a specific drug?
Yeah, why did you invest $30 million into this commercial?
Yeah, like with really shitty acoustic guitar music and people like at a painting class in slow motion.
hmm If you have, it's like any side, it's like side effects include. It's like
Exploding bowels, organ tissue, and urine.
uncontrollable erections, a sudden lust for. I was gonna make an Epstein joke, but now that shit's getting too real.
Teeth turn into vampire fangs. Speaking of Epstein jokes, Ace's vice president resigned mysteriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh oh.
I'm going to not make an Epstein joke because, yeah, like you said, it's like, it's going to be in poor taste if it's not already. let's let's give it some time. But I did find it curious that Ace's vice president suddenly and mysteriously resigned.
Wait, hold on. Is this something that I can Google?
I don't think so because he's still on their website listed as the vice president.
There's a position description. Um, Here's the thing though. Do you really think Ace is in the same like
No,
you know atmosphere as that whole thing? But
not even close.
maybe he sent an email, like kind of like a Don or a Don a Elon email. Did you see that one where he's like, "Can I come to your island, girls, for the win?"
Huh, huh, huh. Comedy is legal.
hmm And then I think the response was like a typical, just like very vague, like, "Oh, sorry, you just missed the party. It was yesterday. You just missed it." Like,
Which, God, ugh. The whole thing is funny because, like, it definitely is like one of those things where you're like, to all the people I know that are fairly staunchly on the right, this is the time I feel like poking them,
yeah,
you know? Especially Some of them will say things or post things that are like, "Oh my god, these pedos," and you're like, I can't help myself, and I'm like, "Yeah, that one." You know
Yep.
what I mean? And it's just like no reaction.
That's the thing. It's beyond the point of that shit even mattering to people. It's like it's just also too like it's kind of that flood the zone strategy. People have been hearing so much about Epstein that it's people are just desensitized now. Like a literal video could come out of Trump doing something and like people would forget about it within a day. But Benghazi.
No, it's just it's so funny to me because like, what was it? Not too long ago. I think it was maybe around the time we started this podcast, or since then, when fucking Q was dropping info breadcrumbs to lead to the cabal.
Qbot drops.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember us doing Coaster Q bot. So that's what I'm saying. And like, I remember laughing that shit off like, no, there's no way. Right? Like, because they couldn't like keep that shit secret. And like, here we are. And the FBI released the files. And it's like, there it is. It's real.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, so is something going to happen or?
No, that's what's fucked up about it is like is it's like it compromises so many people that everyone's just pretending it's like not a big deal. It's it's
Well,
almost like at this point they know that the entire population of like non-political elites could think something is like insane and it wouldn't matter. Like that's what's so sad about it.
well, and the really fucked up thing that nobody seems to be talking about is like people who like, let's just keep it vague here, but get their enjoyment that way. Don't just stop because that guy stopped.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So the shit's still fucking happening.
Yeah. I saw some crazy things too where people are finding that there are PDFs. So you can go to the DOJ website and go into the file into the database and there are PDFs that if you change the URL to like MOV, it's actually a movie file. Um and it's like footage, it's like the jail cell footage.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And it's videos where there's like a whiteboard blocking the camera. Um, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, like at this point, it's just like because I've searched in those files just to see. I'm not reading everything, right? I have no, but like what who's in here? Just like type in random shit, and it's like, oh, okay, wow. And to be completely fair to a lot of the people whose names are in there, a lot of them, like for instance, right, Bob Iger is in there a couple times, right? But
Oh,
the
really?
context is very important, right?
Sure.
He ended up on there because there was some news roundup that got emailed to Jeffrey Epstein that
Yeah.
happened to feature in a headline that said Bob Iger's name.
Yeah.
So he's in there a couple times. All of the context is that. So it's like, sure, he was named in there, but also that there is no implication of anything happening. On the opposite side of that spectrum, there's somebody like the president who there was a sheet of tips that the FBI got of victims' testimonies that alleged some pretty wild things and horrifying things.
Oh god, yeah, there is. I just looked up Bob Iger. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he's in there, but the context says it's really not something he should be like, you know what I mean? But like the case of other people, you got to read what's there.
Interesting. I also saw cases where there's like where the word DON or like the word don't was redacted,
Yeah,
as in they just looked up, they did like a search for DON, and then
yeah.
yeah.
The most obvious fucking. Oh man, it's cooked. But yeah, I think those of you who are acquainted or close to people that are staunchly on the right, gently try to use this as a gently try to use this as a moment to get to have a breakthrough, right? And don't be argumentative. Just ask the right kind of questions. Like if people say, "Oh, this guy's in the files," then you go, "Well, the FBI said that Epstein wasn't running a trafficking ring, so what's it matter?"
Hmm. I
And
just
if they
saw. Also, like, hold on. One thing that's crazy too is like, who's just using Gmail for for general notifications, or
apparently a lot of people.
like couldn't use WhatsApp, or like who the fuck is using Gmail just for like a chat, like in a chat thread?
Yeah, like just brazenly, because you'd think some of this shit would have been encrypted or something. No, no, it's on fucking Google servers.
Pizza lunch. They will take Uber.
All right, all right. Well, as much fun as this topic has been, I actually have something even more fun for us to discuss. But I say that I'm being serious. Our buddy Coaster Justin sent us in some audio a while back that we didn't play because we weren't recording. We took some time away, Coaster Justin. I'm sorry. I had a I didn't. My wife had a baby, and that's that tends to make things a little busy.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw this. I saw this. Okay,
So
so
I got the audio ready. I haven't listened to it.
okay,
So I'm hearing this for the first time as well. So I don't know if we'll respond in real time or what. Let's roll it. Yeah?
sure.
All right.
Hey, what's up? Um, this is Justin. Uh, Here is a fun, you can decide, game that I like to ask both enthusiasts and the general public. So, what the heck? I'll ask you guys. Um, let's say hypothetically, Six Flags, Cedar Fair, the whole company, they decided that DC licenses weren't worth it. The reason how I kind of came up about this, not only does it force people to be creative, no offense, but it also is kind of what happened with the Paramount parks. If you it wasn't exactly said verbatim, but to paraphrase, Kinzel, when he was thinking about it, he was like, why are we paying to remind people of a movie that's 15 years old? So you don't have to go on the Six Flags website. I'm going to provide a list of every single DC attraction as of 2026 at Six Flags Great America. And I want you guys to try to come up with a alternate name. It can be either a completely original name, or you can take a name from other Six Flags parks slash Cedar Fair parks. Bonus points if the name fits the themed area. Okay, I'm going to say each one and then I'm going to give a few second pause so that way you can pause it, name yours, and then press play.
Okay, I got a notepad.
Metropolis Plaza, DC Universe, Superman Ultimate Flight, The Dark Knight Coaster, Aquaman Splashdown, Batman the Ride, DC Supervillain Swing, The Flash Vertical Velocity, The Joker, Justice League Battle for Metropolis, Gotham City Snacks, DC Universe Gift Shop, Heroes, and Captain Cold Ice Cream. Now, I want you to pause it because I'm going to come up with I'm if I'm gonna put up I'm if I'm not gonna shut up, I might as well put up. So I'm gonna give you my name for each one.
All right, you go
Metropolis
ahead first.
Plaza, just merge it with County Fair. DC Universe, cop out answer, but I'm renaming it Yankee Harbor. Superman Ultimate Flight, because it's in the New Orleans area, I'm renaming it Zydeco Zinger. The Dark Knight Coaster, Toy Factory. I think that's the name of a haunted house from Cedar Fair Park. Aquaman Splashdown, cop out answer Yankee Clipper. Batman the Ride, I'd rename it Blackbeard's Revenge. So it kind of fits the nautical Yankee Harbor. DC Supervillain Swings, easy answer, Whirligigs, cop out answer, I know. The Flash Vertical Velocity, I'm gonna steal the name from Schlitterbahn Galveston, if they own the park when this is recorded, and rename it Infinity Racer. The Joker, Tropical Twister. Justice League Battle for Metropolis. I'm going to offend a lot of people here, but I don't want it to be rethemed into like a scary, frightening haunted house or scary, frightening indoor attraction, but kind of more like maybe like a Small World Winnie the Pooh style thing where it's more about enchanting and entertaining rather than scaring and frightening. So I'd rename it Magical House on Boo Hill, which is a Cedar Fair haunted house name. Gotham City Snacks, I'd rename it Pit Stop. I don't know. DC Universe Gift Shop, rename it the Boardwalk Surf Shop. Heroes, I'd rename it Coaster Connection. And Captain Cold Ice Cream, I'd rename it Ice Scream Zone. Okay, those are my suggestions, and I know my favorite names suck, I guess. Bye.
All right. Well, Justin, thank you, as always, for sending in that very well thought out uh, question and response.
I also got a vivid flashback to No Coaster Con in probably '08 when Kings Island was given a presentation, and he's like, hold on, how did he say it? It's so vivid in my memory because I remember we both saw it and we laughed. It was like, I'm sorry, I think I speak for everyone, but what the heck kind of name is Flight Deck for a roller coaster?
He was right.
Yep, 100% though. He was saying what everyone was thinking. Um,
All right. So I made a notepad. Okay. I'm going to just say it right here. I don't know. I didn't note the shops or restaurants names.
yeah, I think the shops and names you could probably just name like, I don't know, New Orleans Gifts or Yankee Harbor, whatever provisions. Like those could be whatever. Just theme the gift shops to the section. But also too, like it kind of is exciting to think about the possibility of this because the DC theming is a little gaudy. It kind of takes away from the potential theme of the park. But also, there's some rides I just cannot imagine them not being DC.
Well,
Like,
yeah, there's two specifically in my mind that are just damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Top of that list is the Justice League. It's a shooting dark ride with specific show elements. Like if they took stuff out of it, it wouldn't work anymore.
well, yeah, you'd have to.
They'd have to spend a ton of money updating it.
I wonder though if that one, if maybe though there's a if that one has licensing per the ride. Like, I wonder if that's a special case or something because that ride has, it has like video. That was produced by a company, which I'm assuming would have had to have the licensing before they even built the attraction and sold it to Six Flags. So
If I'm not mistaken, that's a Sally.
yeah. So I wonder how that works if like, but and even Sally probably makes the ride vehicles and stuff, but then I'm assuming there's some third party that they work with that does all of the, like all the video effects and produces the video and the game aspect to it. So I don't know. I wonder, I mean, I have no idea, but I would assume that that license for that ride might be different than the roller coasters, but I don't know.
It may or may not be, but yeah, that one I think is just intrinsically linked in a way that like it's hard to visualize like without like some budgetary constraints what could replace the theming of Justice League.
Yeah,
Cuz
right.
like conceptually it's hard to even picture like the Winnie the Pooh style ride you're talking about, Justin. Uh you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's I don't know. Uh so I am gonna cop out on that one and just say I got nothing for Justice League.
Yeah, same. That's the only one that doesn't work. I think the most interesting out of all of that is probably Superman and Batman. Those are the two hardest ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down his list real quick. So Metropolis Plaza, we can skip that one because that's linked to Justice League. Which I'll be honest, I didn't even realize that was it's technically its own area. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's not Southwest. I guess
Yeah, I didn't even know what the fuck that was.
that was part of Southwest when the amphitheater was there, but I guess it just seems like weird if it's not a part of Southwest when like Southwest bathrooms are there, and then like on one side is the transition to county fair, and on the other is just like smack into Southwest. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, DC Universe. He said Orleans Place, so I guess we can't use that or Yankee Harbor.
That's fine though. I mean, I agree with that though. That's the only thing that really makes
Well,
sense.
that's what I was
Like,
thinking too. Is like bring it back to what it was. Just make it
yeah,
Yankee
yeah,
Harbor because it was always better as Yankee Harbor anyway.
yeah. Anything that originally had a theme that was changed to DC is an easy flip.
And if they
But
could bring back the original Yankee Harbor music,
mhm.
come on, that super '70s drunken sailor. Oh my god, forget about it. Okay, so Superman. Well, if we want to be real classic, fucking Six Flags, save money and use a name that you've already copyrighted, we could go with Tatsu.
Yeah, Tatsu works. It also doesn't feel like a big step down because they already have that name in their chain.
But
Yeah.
it could also they've incorporated Cedar Fair's existing trademarks, right? So we could also go with something like Raptor or Talon.
Yeah, I think out of those two, I think Talon for Batman works, not Flight Deck. Flight Deck was a dumb one.
Yeah, Flight Deck sucks.
The only thing though is like how do you incorporate some of the original theming? Like if you wanted to keep the whole, like the tunnel and the station and all that stuff, like there maybe, I don't know, villain. I don't know, call it villain or something. I don't know. Weirdly, maybe Medusa.
Okay.
I feel like since Medusa was a yellow floorless coaster, I guess a yellow invert with sort of that industrial theming could kind of work, I guess. I don't know. But I do like I think Tatsu for Superman is like the best cuz Tatsu, yeah, I like that one the most.
Yeah, I like that too. For Batman, it's in Yankee Harbor, right? I'm gonna be honest here. I think it's a very signature ride for Great America, the first inverted roller coaster in the world. The park it's at is Great America, and it drove me nuts that Great America never had a coaster called this. I'm going Great American Scream Machine.
For Batman?
Yeah, I know it's an antiquated name, right? It sounds kind of old school, right? But why did Great America never have a Great American Scream Machine? And if there was going to be one ever, what's like the most signature Great America rides of signature Great America rides? It's either Batman or Whizzer.
I mean, I would say Eagle.
Fair, but American Eagle already fits the idea of Great America.
Yeah,
And between Batman and Whizzer, Batman's more aligned with a scream machine.
sure. Yeah.
Plus, you could keep some of the theming.
Like the cop car and stuff. I suppose it is pretty American.
Yeah, you could keep the theming; it would be fine. Yeah. For Dark Knight,
We joked about this Mr. Six's DUI or whatever. Like it's him. It's like him getting a DUI driving the bus. Gets into a car accident. Do you like Mr. I don't know, Mr. Six's crazy bus or crazy taxi or something like that?
yeah, I like that. And they repaint the cars yellow,
Mm-hmm.
put the Six Flags logo on the side. The shit's just blasting "We Like to Party,"
Yep.
which would be perfect for people on psychedelics. Um, yeah, no, I think that would be. I'm feeling that one for sure. Okay, Aquaman. I mean, I always liked Yankee Clipper,
Yeah, Yankee Clipper is fine.
but you could also do like one of those weird fucking names and be like the Clanky Yipper. Okay, the DC Villains Swing. I mean,
Just make it whirligig.
yeah, I was just literally about to say I had no problem with Whirligig.
I didn't even know they rethemed that actually.
Yeah, you see, everything in DC Universe needed to be DC themed,
Oh, that makes sense. Duh.
which is also why V2 is now called Flash Vertical Velocity, and we have to rename it.
Yeah.
Um, how about Steel Venom?
Steel Venom, yeah, that one works for the impulse. I mean, even V2, like the original name was fine. It didn't really make sense, but
No. Well, I mean, V2 made more sense than Vertical Velocity.
yeah, true.
I also like the idea of giving it like an off the wall name, like Mr. McGillicuddy's uppy downy spinny backwards forwards machine.
Up, down, left, right.
ABAB. um Joker.
What are the Cedar Fair ones called? Like,
Tumbali.
yeah, I guess that's fine.
Eh.
Do it as what was the Wild Mouse called? Raging Cajun. Just make it Raging Cajun.
Oh yeah, there you go. But wait, it's in Yankee Harbor,
Oh yeah, that's
so it
right.
should fit that theme somehow. Could it be um okay, hear me out on this one. Hear me out. You repaint one of the rails red and the other one blue, and it's called Patriot.
That works. Kind of looks like the Airy Force color scheme.
Yeah, and then you put white stars on the cars.
Yeah,
I
that
think we got a winner there. And then the last one was Justice League, which we discussed. That's we're out on that one.
yeah, that one's fun. Just play videos of like Tub Girl or something.
Escape the Tough Girl. Oh, the smell is awful. Well, thanks you again. Thank you again, Justin, for sending that in. Sorry it took so long for us to get to it, but we appreciate your patience. Thanks for the little prompt. We appreciate it. It's fun to get some interactive content. If you want to send us something, MP3 is easiest. Send your favorite coaster sucks at gmail.com. We will play it on the show. We won't preview it. So send it in.
Potentially edit. Just don't go all theme park predictions on it. But
Yeah, I would say like maybe like let's try to not exceed 2 minutes. Really 90 seconds. Unless it's really, really good stuff.
well, at first I thought he was going to go through every single park with DC areas.
Me too. I was a
So
little nervous. That was the right amount, Justin. So good stuff.
it is honestly that is probably the most interesting thought experiment we can have in the chain right now because that's going to be a kind of a big deal. I mean, especially like retheming something like Batman. There's so like with all the Batmans in the chain, like Mister Freeze. I don't even know.
It's gonna be like RCT. Like
Yeah,
they didn't have Batman the Ride, and I always kind of thought, why didn't they just call it the Ride?
yeah,
And that's what it's gonna be at all the Six Flags parks. Because everyone will just call it Batman anyway.
yeah. That's going to be a hard one for people to quit. No one's going to adopt the new name. And I also never realized too in the in the Cedar Point or the fuck in the Roller Coaster Tycoon. Like I just opened the Magic Mountain one. I just realized they don't have any of the DC stuff. That makes sense though.
No, and Superman's called the Escape.
Oh yeah. This is a cool park though. It's too bad they didn't build the other stuff.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to the inevitable consolidation coming to the Six Flags parks. But yo, dude, we are approaching the 2 hour mark.
Well, shit.
I feel like that's a respectable time to cut it off.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because
I mean,
otherwise people who are listening to this while driving may be asleep.
the only time it's good to go over 2 hours, or when if there's like true coaster episodes over 2 hours, that's fun. But
That or when we have like a guest who's really interesting. Like that first time we had Sean Flaherty on and we recorded for like 6 hours.
yeah, what was the I self critique here? There's a topic that we've probably brought up the last like 4 episodes, and then we keep going back to it. Was it fast food? No, I don't remember what it was. We should probably I don't want to think about it to start talking about it again. But
Okay, leave us a comment. Tell us to go on our Discord. Tell us to shut the fuck up about whatever the topic was that we've been bringing up incessantly. That's obviously not roller coasters or theme parks.
hey, at least this week it went into British TV, which is I think that's a new uh, untapped area.
I mean, we've spent a lot of time on this podcast talking about substance use.
Yeah.
So I think the opposite of that is uncharted territory for us.
Insufferably sober. That's the new.
Yeah.
Although that's
straight edge as fuck.
Straight edge, straight coaster club.
Straight edge coasters. Except I'm out.
That was a
Back
fun
to-
one. I keep forgetting about, honestly, like the straight coaster club didn't live in my brain for that very long. I kept forgetting about it. But that was a fun little bit.
Well, quick, register the URL, get it going. Straight coasters.
Travel to ride Falcon's flight in safety.
And
Although
the motto will be straight coasters for straight men. Put a little American flag underneath.
Yep. Straight Dave.
We all know how well that ended.
I need to watch that movie again because that movie's I think crossed the 15-year mark.
I remember watching that in the theater, and the scene where they're at the market research for the TV show, and it's just a dick spinning for like 30 seconds straight. These two old ladies just walked out. Good times. Sacha Baron Cohen is hilarious.
I wonder if that's on YouTube.
That scene. I feel like that scene probably walked a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was it's a choice. So anyway, you got anything else, Ben?
No, all good. At least
Watch
for this
Bruno.
week. Yeah, I just found the clip.
As for me, I'll be reading the novelization. That was really stupid. All right, well, thank you all for listening. We appreciate it. We're trying to do this more regularly and get back on a good schedule. So it's a lot of fun to do this, and I hope you're having fun listening. Yeah, we'll talk to you all later.
I just saw the dick.
Until next time, your favorite coaster sucks.